From the Opopco Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching an OSU update. I'm Jenny Carlson here with Gina Mizell. We can't take our eyes off that new opener.
Right, yeah, it looks awesome.
Fantastic, and a preview for the Cotton Bowl, that matchup between Oklahoma State and Missouri happening on January 3rd. Kudos to our guy, Kyle Roberts, for putting that together. Well, let's talk about one Tiger in specific that's going to be a focal point for the Cowboy defense, James Franklin, the quarterback for the Tigers. We know about him from Big 12 days, but he's sort of had a varied path to get to this point. It's been kind of a rocky ride for him.
It has. I mean, he's had some injury problems in the past, and you know, that's kind of what happens when you have a dual threat quarterback, a guy who can run and throw the football. And he's missed a couple of games from Missouri so far this season. He missed their loss against South Carolina, which was their only defeat until the SEC championship game. But he's had a really good season. Again, a guy who has started for several years now and has matured into a really solid quarterback, and he's someone that Mike Gundy has singled out even before he knew he would play in the Cotton Bowl. This was like middle of the season. He said, hey, this is a guy that he was a young player when we played him the last time in Columbia 2 years ago. Now he's a senior, and he certainly looks like a solid starter in the SEC.
Well, Mike Gundy was actually asked about the challenge of playing James Franklin. Here's what the Cowboy coach had to say.
But we have seen quarterbacks, and he may be as talented as anybody we've seen from a dual threat, you know, give or take, and arguably whoever has an opinion on that. So we'll have a real challenge on our hands to slow them down offensively. They have a lot of success. They use the width of the field very well, and they've moved the football against everybody they've played this year.
Well, Gina, what about that? The fact that the Cowboys have seen other dual threat guys. This is not new, and in the SEC, it's sort of been a new thing for teams to get adjusted to what Missouri and Texas A&M have brought to the table.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's not Johnny Manziel. We'll put that out there, but he's certainly a good weapon out there. But yeah, Oklahoma State has seen some dual threat guys. They've seen Trayvon Boykin. They've seen Sam Richardson. You know, they've seen Daniel Sams from Kansas State. Even a guy like Bryce Petty who can move around a little bit. So yeah, seeing the dual threat quarterback certainly isn't new for these Cowboys. And when you talk about this offense, you have to look at the weapons that James Franklin also has around him. He's got Henry Josie, a 1,000-yard rusher. He's got Dorial Green Beckham, who was a super recruit in 2012 that now leads them in receiving. So obviously you start with the quarterback, but he's got great weapons around him too. So this is going to be a challenge for Oklahoma State's defense.
An offense coordinated as well by former Oklahoma State player Josh Henson, a Tuttle native. So a lot of Oklahoma State connections there.
Yes.
We'll see how that matchup goes in the Cotton Bowl. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.